Welcome back to Grand Tactician. The Union armies have been really trying to repel this army I have been invading Kentucky with. They failed, but the enemy was stubborn and they wore down their armies in these regions. I am on my way to get the rifled guns so we can start producing them, and then we can finally get through that little fortress that exists in Kentucky. And after that, we can march up to this Louisville city and Covington, take that, secure the areas, and then get ourselves a Kentucky army. Time for that. And after that, I am going to try to make an offensive action in taking this Indian territory. It is not a substantial amount of money in this, but every money will hurt the enemy and help our own cause. And after that, we will get the supply cavalry reform after we got the rifled artillery. We're just waiting a little bit for this one to pass. In terms of policies, we're almost done with the printed money, and then we'll start recruiting more troops. I'm happy with giving the Army of Northwest that has Alabama troops more time to rest. I'm also okay. I can't go there. Okay, I will go here, so that newer regiments will have more time to so that newly trained troops doesn't deflect. They will have to stay in the battle much longer than they may have originally planned. The Virginia troops are like big, but I also have to be wary of not making them too big, because I'm not going with the core system. But the most efficient way is to keep it around 25,000 men in an army, then just make a new army in case I need it. How is the fleet going? I did build some ironclads. It does take a long time to make them though, so that's why I'm not just in terms of weapons then. It is slowly growing up. I have quite a lot of Richmond carbines available to me that I will need later. South Carolina is South Carolina militia is moving up to reinforce Army of Northwest, and then we should be able to take back Graydon. I want to give the yeah. I will want to must give the South Carolina militia some better weapons. First of all, now we can get rifled artillery, which will be very handy, good sir. Very handy indeed. I didn't really use the machine gun in my previous Confederate campaign, so there's no real need to get that weapon. This wired, it is a bit better 6-pounder. Can still give me a canister if I want to. Let's go for 512 guns here. We'll also go for a lot of let's just keep it on the ordnance. The ordnance is the better of those weapons. I don't want to give it the too big order. It will be only for a day, but it will still affect this rating. Okay, so now Army of Mississippi and Ohio apparently facing me. I hope they have poor morale. Okay, let's fight it. I may have not been well, there's only one option I have. Fight it. We are by this river there, so we can't be flanked. The enemy's gonna come down from this. See the bridges, eh? Okay, they wanna fight through there. We have fences on this side, that's good. And we have fences over here. So should we go fences over this side like this, then have a V shape, or should we go for fence line? Hmm. Well, I will just take my troops first. That on long range here. Let's check out the state of the cavalry. It's not fantastic. The troops, though battle hardened, are quite few in numbers. So it will have to use that best effect. They are quite experienced now, though, with lots of skirmisher free. You can see how far they can shoot. They are quite formidable. If I need long range and accuracy, then I certainly have it. Need to check out where the peace officer can deal with the this artillery can be here. It is rather they don't really have the morale, but these two though have skirmisher 3 and skirmisher 2 with a relatively good range. Here I also got a fence line and I got a fence line over here. So good sir, where do we fight them? They go well, they will go through here and down. Woody, not sure about that. Alltså han kommer ihåg. Well, sorry. Thinking of something else. If I go with troops over here, I can be on this little hill. I'm like this. Hold them. But the enemy will likely just come through this road. So I want somewhat to hold the little hill. This house is in the way for me to have a clear line of fire. This would help me hold side of this perimeter. Then I can have this way of holding. I need to hold. It's very important that I hold this little point. If I don't hold it, the enemy will just outnumber me, take the point, and then they may drop my morale. So I need to hold this one. Okay, it's a Springfield rifle, and I was like, why does you have so much more range? Well, sir, it's simply because we're better than you. Okay, how about my cavalry? Cavalry is not gonna really be useful, sir. You're quite decimated in numbers. But my god, you can still give them a good share. We'll hold them. Now we can start the battle. and we can 20 speed it. Most important thing is though that I make breastworks cavalry so they're not open. And now the enemy comes in with their troops. So they have 20,000 men here now in the field currently. Just have to follow where their troops are going. Well, we can just follow them. They will go towards the road, then we can see where they go. See the smoke over here? What? Already? Wow. Ah, they were closer than I thought. Hammer this one. Not really hurting it. This one is just outside of range. Give a volley and fire. Now fall back. This is not really utilizing my firepower to the best ability. So fall back. Go into your main regiment, sir. I'll take the lightning brigade. Hold your position and go down here. The artillery here has a good line of sight, so they are not threatened by the enemy. and I'm using some skirmishers to try to get so I can snipe these artillery crews. Seem to have very low morale though, I gotta say. They like the enemy is not really recovering their armies from their defeats. They just keep sending them back. I was worried about a flanking attack through here. Either they have more troops over here coming in, or it's the routing troops. And I think it's the new army coming in here. But they're suffering badly. They were coming in with new troops here. So they have like tested out my defenses, but this first army is now routing. They were nowhere near able to fight. But the enemy AI usually just look at their numbers, say, oh yeah, bigger numbers, let's attack. They don't really take morale into consideration. But damn it that they took me by surprise here. Did lose a couple of men with this area. Now they're regrouping here and then they will attack again head on. Which they shouldn't do, but they are. I don't think there's a sharpshooter 4. I think the 3 is the biggest level that I can get. I move these skirmishers here to threaten the artillery. I don't want the enemy to have artillery available to them. These may just be 6-pounders, but I do not want to put any artillery. They seem to be running back. Here comes some cavalry, 150 men. And the enemy just stands there. Don't know why. Am I able to move? Not really. But skirmishers are not that vulnerable to artillery. I will try to use this. I can go up to here. Let's see if I can skirmish against these. This artillery is shooting my skirmishers unpunished. I don't like it. These infantry is just shooting some infantry. The infantry is a bit more important to kill off. Artillery. Okay, I will go here with these skirmishers. Possible. The annoying part though is that the enemy can regroup their reman their artillery with infantry brigades. Then the only strength is that they can deploy skirmishers at the same time, which is also a pretty good advantage to me. and I can lay down, and that will reduce artillery strikes. 40 commander behind cover, and friendly cavalry is close. Let's go here up. Not skirmishes. Take some time now because like there's some courier. The courier system at place here, so there's no immediate orders. And I will have to take consideration that the enemy will try to flank me here again. They have spotted a weak point. They can roll flank this fence line, then fight me in the open. I can take the cavalry to this forest line. Help me a little. Let's see. Oh, that's why it didn't work. They are stuck over there. You can see the enemy has quite a few infantry brigades now. All of these troops coming in. But yeah, Korea is gonna fix that one. But I will have to hold for now. Send out another skirmish battalion. Or Fayetteville battalion for that matter. Less enemies coming in here. They are, that's good. Form up, form up. Send out some skirmishers and get some shots on the enemies there. The enemy is regrouping in vast numbers. Oh, we got 5 kills, sir. Are you satisfied? Yes, sir. Fall back. Fall back and get the regrouping. We need to weaken up as many infantry brigades as possible. Seem to be bugged here. Let's hold. And fire! Now these men are firing a little bit. Oh. Must prepare myself. They're coming in with two regiments over there. Advance! Yeah, you better shoot them. You guys, you better shoot these troops. Cavalry, form up. Skirmish line. Advance. Right. Numb them down. And lay down. Infantry brigade. The Mississippi is a good weapon, it just doesn't have the rate of fire. Take aim! Detachment and detachment. There's two detachments out there. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, sorry, I forgot about this one. Alright, we'll use this one. Then, there's one. Seem to be able to fire at this one. There we go. Try to knock out this artillery. terms of casualties. See, 10% compared to 8%. That's right, route. They're really picking apart here on me, here on the side. I can't really take these losses. Tennessee is very battered army. They're not very strong. Double time it, sir. The Union, being so stubborn, may actually win in the end. Because they're wearing down my infantry units. Like this one has only 689 men left. And this one is 500. The cavalry is really low. My men are experienced, but I don't have the firepower for it. Oh, they're firing at me and I can't reach them. Guess I have to stand up. The advantage with the skirmisher trait perk is that they give better range, but they can shoot all the way over here. On my way to send up the skirmisher. Lots of the I lost these skirmishers here, but they will rejoin their main regiment. what I need to keep in mind is that I must make sure that my units do not suffer too many casualties. Because if I take casualties, then this experience will drop, because I will be replaced by inexperienced recruits. But the more of that training that I level up on the military project, the more training the new recruits will have, and that will negate casualties, so my men will keep themselves at relatively good quality if I manage to maintain them. But the more Fayetteville's that I give the Tennessee army, the more lethal they will become. The AI has done quite a few offenses against the army of Tennessee. I have not really had any time to recover. So that's why my men are so small in numbers, I could say. But the enemy, due to their constant offensives, they are losing support in all the states that these troops are from, and they're losing national will to fight. So for me, it's like, yes, I drain a population of Tennessee, but I will soon gain Kentucky, and I will be by a river, so Kentucky army can rest by that river, whilst the Kentucky army or Georgia, whatever I decide to do, will then be much more able to get a better offensive going. Stray bullets are hitting this other regiment. And my men routed? What? Oh, my men suffered too many casualties. They're routing, sir. Here they come with a massive infantry assault. Let's make or break for the enemy. was a soldier of the Confederacy. The enemy is retreating. But I lost an officer though. A volunteer. He will be missed. I don't think I can build a hospital in Kentucky, not as long as they have not conceded. Once they have conceded, then I can build a hospital. Artillery. Now I must go for the cavalry reform, and after that I will probably go for the supply, and after that the Spencer. I need a supply reform so I get a better depots, so I can store more ammunition, meaning more ammunition will be available to the armies during the fights. But after a certain size, you know, it's the same amount of ammunition, and you have if I went for a I just decided to wait until the loading screen was finished, and so I will just have to repeat myself. I need to get the supply reform, because if I would place 50,000 men under a single army, which would be extremely inefficient, I can only be at one place with one army, even though it would be a giant army. It wouldn't be efficient. So having 25 man armies is much better, as I can be on two places at the same time, cover more ground. And I need a supply depot just because if I went for a 50,000 man big giant army, it will need more ammunition to work properly. Otherwise it won't hold up. So now the Army of Tennessee suffered quite a lot. You see they have 938 in terms of wounded. And Georgia, it seems to be a bit better. Now let's upgrade Army of Tennessee with some new weapons if it's possible. Tennessee was the Army of Tennessee. Let's see if we can upgrade them with Fayetteville's. Preferably the bigger regiments, the ones with sharpshooters 3, so that they can get more shots off the enemy. Yes, we have these men. This is a big brigade also. Now let's go for some Georgia's rifles all the way. Western Army, Plains, Springfield, Mississippi, Army of Northwest, Hampton, Florida, South Carolina needs new weapons, but I don't really have them available. Let's see what the clock is. It's a little bit more than an hour. So I think I will end the video here. But I hope you enjoyed this battle. And I hope you see you in the next one. Please let me know how you want the videos to be. I sort of need information and feedback. And why can't I see anything here in the project? Oh, okay, assignable only. No, I'll do it like this so I can see everything and plan ahead. I want to go now when I have the rifled artillery. I want to go for the cavalry reform. After that, I would want to go for the supply or Spencer rifle, and then go back to logistics reform, and then the recruitment officers and the training one. That will help me quite a lot. But I will end the video here because now it's a bit more than an hour. I hope you enjoyed. Bye.